Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Trails in the Sky. For today we're gonna have a relative easy time, because what we're gonna do, we are tasked to go on a journey to get the other recommendations of the other branches. We got 2 and we need 3 more to become senior bracers. But before we can do that, we have a couple of things we want to do before we leave Bose and go to Ruin. And that is 1, finish up the quest that we still have open. Talk to everybody in town, go to the guild to see if there's any more quests that will connect Bose to Ruin. And of course, after that, we are ready to leave and head over to the checkpoint to get into the other region. And just like when changing from Roland to Bose, I'm pretty sure once we went from Bose to Ruin, that we cannot go back anymore. So we want to make sure that we have done everything we want to do, and that's what we're gonna do today. So, first of all, the one thing I have been wondering this entire time, the jeweled ring, is that the ring for the quest? I hope it is, because if it isn't, then we might need to go back to the Bell Valley and check that hideout again to see if we can find the ring that we probably forgot about. Also, we found a black book in a vacuum cleaner at the hideout that I think is from Nigel of the Orbal factory. I still don't know what we're gonna get with that, because it is not officially a quest. So I don't know if it will become a quest once we talk to him, or if that quest is on the board at the moment. But we'll see. Like I said, we have to talk to everybody in town, so eventually we'll figure it out. So yeah, let's get inside and see if the ring is theirs. Excuse me, you're Lana, right? Yes, that's right. Is there something I can help you with? Actually, we found a ring that looks something like the one mentioned in the job request at the guild. If we could, we'd like you to have a look at it. Really? Truly? Oh. Who would have ever thought this would have come back to me like this? So, there's no doubt this was the ring that was stolen. No, this is the one that was stolen, alright. It was a memento from my mother. I would know it anywhere. I see. It must have been really important to you then. Oh, I'd almost believed that I would never see it again. I don't know how I can ever repay you for finding this. I'm just glad we could help. So I guess our work here is done, unless there's something else? No, that's all. And once again, thank you for finding this for me. Well then, if that's all, we'll leave you to your business. Have a nice day. Alright, nice. So at least that quest is now done. That was the only thing I was worried about, because we didn't get any clues where it was. We surmised that if the bandit stole it, it would be at the hideout, and thankfully it was. I'm so grateful to all of you. With the sky bandits behind bars, it looks like I can finally get back to my life. Yes. My mom looks like she's happier now. I'm glad. Alright, from standing here, let's go all over the place and talk to everybody we can find. Including Nigel at the Orbal factory. I wonder if he will instantly respond to us having the black book. Ooh, and everything is back again, nice. It looks like my boss was led away by the army. I only want to create things. As long as there's an environment for that, I could care less about anything else. But a shop with no boss has me a little bit worried. He's been arrested. Did the army already found connections from him to the theft? Ooh, maybe they need the black book we found as final evidence to keep him behind bars. That would be cool. I came here to make a deal, but it looks like the store manager has changed. Well, I guess it's back to the drawing board. I wonder when I'll be able to bring back some good news to the Imperial City. Nigel was arrested and taken to the Hacken Gate. I guess it's back to managing the factory for me. It looks like old Nigel was involved in some really shady business. Well, if you have a black book, it cannot be a good thing, definitely. Well, as you can see, we have a shit ton of sepit at the moment. So let's see if we can open up the final few slots we have. That is still done. Can level up the slots even more. That would be great if it could double it up or something. And Joshua with 2 more. And we're missing a lot of green and red Sabbath, fire and wind. Alright, well, we are a lot closer and we have a dedicated time quartz slot, so we need to see if we can buy something for that. Time to cast art is cut. Blind enemy with 10% success. And speed plus 10%, which we already have a few in our inventory. I'm thinking of blind, because next to the fact that it gives us 3 elemental values, blinding enemy with 10% success, if it is as successful as petrify, which I think was also 10%, I don't know for sure, then yeah, it would definitely be worth it. Let's buy one of these as well. Actually, no, still attack 1. I wanted to see if there was already attack 2, because if there was, we definitely have to change that. Same thing with if you have HP 1 and you get an HP 2, switch it. That's how we got the group healing. Beautiful. Alright, I'm not gonna trade any of the Sepit for money, because we have 18,000. I'm pretty sure once we get to the next shop, it will be gone before you know it. But until I know what I actually need, I do not want to sell all of that. Alright. Next residence. I finally made it back to my lovely home. After being locked up in a dank and dirty cell, my home feels like paradise. It looks like Mirano picked up the slack while I was away. So it's time to get back to work. My husband, who was abducted by the Sky Bandits, came home safely. I am so relieved. And thankful to the goddess Adios for his safe return. And of course, a little bit because of us. But we're not here for taking credit. Last time it was said that bracers do their best work in the background and we need to abide by that. My bossy father made it back home in one piece. If I hadn't taken care of his work, could have been in ruin by now. Oh well. That means that if we go there, we might come across her there too. Let's see. I wonder what I should go fishing next. The guardian of the lake. He hasn't been caught yet. All he's been doing for the last 20 years is fishing. I can't see how he doesn't get sick of it. Well, I think that's a question a lot of people can ask about certain people's hobbies. How can he still be doing it after all those years? Do he want to do anything productive? The army returned my products, which were stolen by the Sky Bandits. Now I can finally settle down and get back to business as usual. Anything interesting? We also got pearl earrings. We have enough of every accessory. No, I think we're good. Alright. Beautiful. Okay, that is leading outside of town. It looks like Trino has come back safely. Now I can back to business without any reservations. No bossy merchants shouldn't let trouble like this discourage them. So, those masked men were rumored Sky Bandits, huh? I'm glad they were all arrested. Now I can get back to focusing on my work. At the Janus Royal Academy in Ruin, there's a subject called Social Studies. In it you focus exclusively on politics and economics, so I'm sure even my dad would understand why I want to go there. Ah, you want to be a ruler one day. Rule your own city just like Mayor Mabel. That's not a bad thing to want, actually. One leads out of town and the other to South Block, yes. I honestly couldn't be more grateful to you all than I am right now. I just hope Mayor Mabel will consider putting down her work for a little while. Unfortunately, she's the type who adds onto her own plate whenever she finds she has a minute, and that's what has me worried. Yeah, a good work ethic is a butler's worst nightmare. Recently, Lila has been deciding the mayor's menu for her. Let's see, it looks like I'm a little short on vegetables. Guess I'll have to make a quick trip to the market later. Oh, it's not bad. You always have to have your daily fill of vegetables. Because you need like around 200 or 300 grams a day of pure vegetables. That'd be good diet. Well, that's at least what they have told me. And I'm sure with Lila, which I think she's more of a bodyguard than a maid, I think she's know what's best for her. It looks like Miss Mabel will finally be able to get a good night's rest. This is all thanks to you, so please allow me to express my sincere appreciation. Yes. Oh, are y'all going somewhere? Yeah, we're getting ready to leave. We appreciate all your help. Nonsense, I should be the one saying thank you. It would certainly be great if you had praises like you and Bose all the time. I think you're giving us a little too much credit. Oh, there's no need to be modest. And I'd like you to let me thank you on behalf of the citizens of Bose. I'm really grateful to the two of you. Mayor Mabel. Well, I guess it wouldn't be right for me to keep you any longer. Aslan Doshra, please be careful in your travels. We will. You take care of yourself, Mayor Mabel, and don't work too hard either. Lila just lectured me about the same thing. I'll try and be more careful. I hope we'll meet again sometime, but for now, it's farewell. I'm sure we'll meet at some point. I agree, that would be wonderful. Damn, she even has her own bed in the office. That's what you call work dedication. Okay, let's get to work. Gotta get all the crap in order ASAP so I can kick back for a drink. Sometimes I just want to be a customer too, you know? They say the Sky Bandits were responsible for all those burglaries. And what's more, I hear they were arrested en masse by a Royal Army division led by General Morgan. I haven't had a story taking my breath away like that for quite some time. Seriously, what a scoop. Just as I hoped. There really are reports in these lands from people who claim to have seen an ancient dragon. Ooh, yes, the excitement is paramount. I must know why they are no longer show themselves. I must know where they have gone, and I believe the time for answers is nigh. I'm beginning to think we're gonna meet a dragon at some point. It would be really cool. I just remember by going to the bar that we still need to go to Valeria Lake, because there are a few foods there that we haven't bought yet, and with the 18,000 mirror we have, we should have enough to buy at least 2 of them, so we can learn the recipe of them as well. So once we talk to everybody in town and have dealt with the board quests, we're gonna go there before heading over to the checkpoint. Placing importance on tradition as the years go on is a very difficult task. Or should I work to improve service which conforms to the needs of the customers, instead of being bound by old traditions? Well, that's a question only you can answer, good sir. I can't believe how busy things are today. There's not a single person in the hotel. You're lying if you're saying you're busy. $2,000 mirror again and BP +3. Perfect. Good work. It looks like you managed to achieve your objectives. Come back again if you have anything else to report. Oh, trust me, we will. I was hoping that we would get one more quest that will connect this place to a ruin. Just like it did between Roland and Bose. That would be amazing. Like another letter from the chapel that we need to deliver over to the next branch with more news about certain medicine that they have acquired. But yeah, a little bit different. It's not a bad thing, but I was expecting it. Don't know if it's because the crime wave's been stopped or what, but man, do our customers seem happy lately. Peace is best for sure, nothing beats it. I think I'll vacation in the Ereborian Empire next. It's a fair historic place with a lot of great sights to see after all. Admittedly though, it seems like a frightening prospect when I think back to the events of 10 years ago. The airships are in service again, finally. I feel like I've done all I can in Bose. I'm thinking of returning to the capital. At last, my very favorite wine has been delivered. I can't tell you how long I've been waiting for this. The wine I ordered finally arrived on the lost airship. Our stock was beginning to dwindle to a most worrisome level. We were in danger of running out altogether. Oh, well, you're a sommelier? You would have worked it out. Another day, another failure of a business meeting. It just plain sucks at making a successful transaction. We've been discussing the effect of this blockade will have on our local economy. I suspect the blockade will be lifted soon enough though, making it all a moot point. Keep your eyes on the prize, that's my motto. I seem to have gotten myself wrapped up in business discussions though. Yes, and discussions do not lead to deals. Got to make the deal to get the deal. The soup today tastes differently than usual. It's a bit rough, but the ingredients blend well to create a rather bold, interesting flavor. I like it. Did they get a new chef or something? No, they probably got some new foods incoming from the airliner. Hey, listen to this. The head chef actually told me to make today's soup. Looks like all my late nights of practicing soup making are about to be paid off. Ah, so that's what they've been talking about. This new soup. Finally, we can stock up on ingredients fairly and honestly. Now I'll be able to work on those new menu items I've been dreaming up. Good on you, but do share them with the rest of the group. Alright, so we have Valeria and the marketplace. It appears that those evil cretins who were causing a ruckus in Bose finally got what's coming to them. Now I can get back to my business without any worries. It's unfortunate that I can't buy a lot of perishable goods at the same time. If I could buy a lot of them when they're cheap, I'd certainly help out my home budget. Yes, business 101. Buy cheap, sell high. Hoo-hoo! They got some new and interesting wares in today. I see, so this is what an Eastern design looks like. I wonder what my father is doing right now back in Revenue Village. Then go see him. It's just a little walk away. Hire a bracer if necessary. I swear, my husband never changes. He started this business so that we could live together in Bose. He's got a reason why he backed out at the last minute. He should be clear about it. Alright, we could also look at the shop to see if there's anything worth buying. It's expensive though. The collector in me is screaming right now for buy at least one. Come on, please do it. Because we're never gonna equip a defense +3. If I have the option between protecting against a status effect that's active in the region where I'm at, or defense +3, I will go for protection against that ailment. But to have one in our inventory might be a nice thing. Alright, let's buy one of each. Not these ones, but the 2 weapons and the helmet. Because we can always grind for more sepith that we can sell. What kind of man would I be if I took over the store now after she made it this successful? I guess I'm just going to have to start my own business from the ground up. I just love the atmosphere of this market. No matter how mad my parents get, I can just stop sneaking off and come here. It's not like there's anything to do at home after all. I decided to work a part-time job here so I could earn money to buy books. Who would have thought I'd be working at the same store I've grown so accustomed to shopping at? Well, if you're the most beloved customer and you know everything about the store, you might as well work there. The goods that customers need often changes with the times. I need to figure out what those needs are and get those goods in stock. Yes, we got another news issue. These ones we already have. Good. Let's check really quickly. 1, 2, 3. We just bought 4, right? Yes, there it is. That's 4. Good. Don't want to miss any of it. Man, what a letdown, I tell you. The girl running the confectionery shop has a fiance. I'm disappointed to say the least, but as her fan, I'll still come by and buy her stuff. Ah, stalker denied. My fiance was taken hostage by the Sky Bandits, has finally come back. But now he decided to set up a store of his own. He seems to be a bit more frustrated that his store got off the ground without him. He's as stubborn and as competitive as ever. I guess it means I'm going to be in competition with him from now on, so I'll have to work even harder. Showing up your own fiance is always a good thing. Oh yeah, I used this to heal up Charizard during a fight. With the airliners all stocked up, it's kind of hard to get any new clothing in stock. But on the flip side, there's new original store brand clothings are selling better than I expected them to. I've got to succeed with the business to make a good living for my family. Yeah, and this is like the thread we saw earlier when he was saying that I can't get any new clothing in because airliners are out, so maybe I should start making my own. And now it's successful, so I like that. That means there's like a story progression on an NPC level as well. Strega J? Yeah, I'm gonna do the same principle as with the other store, just have one in the inventory. And a defense +2, this one is even worse than a worker helmet. But at least we got one in our inventory. So I hear the Sky Bandits were finally arrested. They sure caused a lot of trouble. Used in French fries and vegetable sandwiches. Crisp onions. I wonder if certain items are only available in certain regions. Maybe I should just buy 10, which is a lot of money, but that means that if in an emergency we need to make a certain type of food, then we have a higher chance of actually be able to make it. We got 1, so let's buy 9. And we have enough of that. Yes. I think that we should do that from now on. In every area, before we leave, buy the ingredients so we have at least 10 of every one of them. Yes, we will be getting in chests and from enemies other food stuff as well, which will be extremely important. But this way we have a nice base value. And who knows, maybe I start love to cook and use it more often. Now, what was I supposed to buy here? There was onions, carrots, and then there was onions, carrots. Just don't know. Was I supposed to get some kind of meat too? It was a duck. Am I supposed to get a duck? I wonder if I should splurge occasionally and buy something with steak. If we're going to dine well tonight, then it will be fun thinking about what to do for the side dishes too. I'm thinking about stocking fish from Ruin. They've always had a reputation for bringing in the largest catch in the entire kingdom. That's what the seaport will get you, I suppose. Ooh, we're gonna go to a port. Nice. Oh, I might need to come back to what I just said. Buying 10 for 300, that's 3,000. I don't have that cash. You know what? Let's leave it at that. We'll buy when we need it. Money doesn't grow on my back right now. If we get to a place where we have so much Sepith and Mira that we can buy whatever we want, yes, of course we will, but I think for now we don't have that. Alright, let's go quickly over to Valeria Lake and see what we can buy there. Alright, let's talk to everybody who's visiting at the lake and then start shopping. Because if I remember correctly, we still had like 5 food stuff we could buy there. But we'll see in a moment. No one on the outside. Might be a bit busy here for them. Oh, welcome everyone. You came here to fish again? Well, make yourself at home. Alright, let's see what you have in store for us. Just like before, we're gonna buy 2. So we can have 1 to eat and 1 to unlock. The weather is absolutely wonderful today. It looks like the sheets will dry well too. Yes, sheets that have been dried in the wind always smells the freshest. Alright, shall we have a little bit of a food off here? Alright, we haven't eaten that one yet. And this is not for recovering, this is just purely for learning the recipe. Drill meatball, we definitely have eaten that one. Potluck in a shell, we've made a few just in case. Just because it's an easy way to get a cure KO. Not that I plan on having to need it, it's just something that is very nice to have if you need it. Alright, so our recipe lists are getting bigger and bigger. And if I have correctly, the one with the glass and wine is for everyone at the same time, like a sit down, like it says. And the rest is just to go so that it's more like single person use. Not bad. And there's a hell of a lot of recipes still left to do. We can make it happen. Alright, so the next goal for us, we're done. I might need to use the inn before I go, but other than that, I think we are ready to go to the new region. We have no quest on the board that we need to pick up to deliver. The only thing we have to do is get to the checkpoint and over to the other side of the border. So, I'll see you there. Man, we finally made it up here. Once we pass through this checkpoint, we're supposed to be in Ruin region, right? Yep, that's supposed to be what's on the other side. But unfortunately, it's almost sundown. Maybe we should ask them to let us stay here for the night. I guess we could do that. But we've also got the option to hurry down through the pass and rest at the inn at the foot of the mountain, right? Crossing through the pass at night would be dangerous. With our field of vision limited, we would be on bad footing. There's also the possibility we could fall off a cliff if we were attacked by nocturnal monsters. I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, you're right. I guess it could be pretty dangerous. It looks like all we can do is explain the situation to the soldiers at the checkpoint. Yes. Ooh. Menoria village. Ah, so that's gonna be before we run into Ruin City. Nice. More small towns we wouldn't have seen if we took the airliner. Well, this is unusual. We don't get many travelers at this hour. Did you get lost hiking along the trail? No, not exactly. We're bracers, just so you know. Elle showed the soldier her junior bracer emblem. Wow, I'm surprised to see that someone your age is a bracer. So are you here with work then? No, we're actually traveling around the kingdom to become senior bracers. And so we figured we'd travel on foot to getting some training instead of using an airliner. You're going to travel around the whole kingdom on foot? Maybe that's to do with being young, but kids are certainly fired up these days. Well, maybe it's a bit of an overstatement. But I'm going to have to tell you that trying to head down through the pass now would be suicide. Recently, he had an untold number of monsters appearing in the area. It's quite peculiar, really. We've got a rest stop for travelers, so it would be best if you stay here for the night. Sweet, thanks a bunch. This will really help us out a lot. Oh, don't mention it. Just talk to the chief warrant officer when you're ready to hit the sack. He's in the guard station straight ahead. Thank you very much. Problem instantly solved. Let's heal up. Just in case something happens, because he's talking about peculiar monster attacks. So I'm pretty sure something's gonna happen with that once we start going down the mountain. Since this place is such at a high altitude, it gets really cold after dark. Yeah, I can imagine that. It's almost time for me to go on duty. I better hurry up and eat while I can. Okay, that might be the warrant officer. Huh? What are you kids doing, hiking at a time like this? It's pretty cold out there, huh? It really is. And you are? We apologize for intruding at this hour, but we were actually wondering. Joshua explained the situation and asked if they could stay the night. Estelle tried to make her eyes as large and yearning as she could in the hopes of scoring some free food as well. I see, well, that's no problem. I can see from the emblem that you're bracers. Feel free to use the room next door. We really appreciate this, sir. Thank you very much. Feel free to use the room next to here. How about warming yourself up first? So, very nice. So, this is the room for travelers, huh? Yeah, let's get that fireplace on, shall we? It's so nice and warm. But you know, wood stoves just feel much more cozy than these things. Yeah, I agree. Urban stoves may heat up quickly, and they're certainly efficient, but they don't compare with the feel of real wood-burning stove. True, but these ones are much easier to use. Hey, I'm sorry to bother you. I heard from the chief that you'll be staying the night. If you need anything for dinner, we'll be happy to share what we have with you if you like. Really? That would be wonderful. Thankful. Thanks. No worries. After the airliners went into service, the number of travelers coming through here drastically decreased. Honestly, with all the free time we've got, we welcome any guest coming through here. Well, in that case, we'll really make sure to eat up. Alright then, give us a little time to get supper in order. And full disclosure, I think it's Usher's night to cook, so I hope your stomachs aren't delicate. There sure was a lot of rivalry going on over the Sky Bennett incident, but there are quite a few nice soldiers once you start to talk to them on a personal level. Yeah, that's true. Although, I think Liberal is probably about the only place you're gonna find nice soldiers. What do you mean by that? Don't take me too seriously, I was just thinking out loud. In the meantime, let's put our bags down somewhere. Well, to be honest, I don't think he's thinking out loud. I think before he was adopted by them, he was part of another kingdom where it wasn't as nice as it is here in Liberal. But that's probably something we'll learn in maybe the end of this game or one of the other games, because as you all know that are following this, there are so many games here, so much lore to unpack. We'll be busy in 2022 trying to get through all the series. We're gonna have some amazing fun while we're at it. Oh man, I'm so stuffed. They said not to expect much, but the food was pretty good, didn't you think? Yeah, it was certainly like nothing I've ever had before. Excuse me for disturbing you. Oh sure, the meal was delicious, thanks so much. Oh yes, thank you. Really? You must have taste buds of iron too. I mean, I'm glad to hear that you enjoyed it. Anyway, we've had another guest arrive, so if it's not too much trouble, could you two share the room? Another guest in the middle of the night like this? They must have some serious guts to be hiking around in the mountains at this hour. But no, we don't mind. It's not like we're paying to stay here either. I really appreciate that. He's actually in the same line of work as the both of you, so I'm sure you'll get along just fine. The same line of work? I knew I'd see you two somewhere before. Ah, Agate. You're the heavy blade Agate. Ah, so you know each other already. By the way, Agate, what do you plan to do about dinner? I appreciate the invitation, but I had something before coming up here. All I need is somewhere to crash for the night. Understood. Go ahead and divide up the beds among yourself. Alright, good night. Now, if I remember right, weren't you Cassius's kids? What are you doing sleeping in a place like this? And what happened to Sherazard? Well, Shara returned to her land. Now it's just the two of us traveling together. Yeah, we're thinking of making our way around the kingdom in order to become senior bracers. We're going to see the places we want to protect and train, so that we can do just that. Senior bracers? Traveling the entire kingdom on foot? You two are really a bunch of carefree brats, aren't you? What'd you just call us? There's no way the two of you are going to simply become senior bracers. Use your brains and think about it for a moment. Say what you want, but we helped in the arrest of the Sky Bandits. And we even got some recommendations, so quit treating us like we're just a bunch of kids. Oh, Dad? I heard it all from old man Lugren. Alright, let me put it this way. Suppose you had been the only ones there. Do you think you could have solved the incident? Just you two alone, without Sherazard's help? Well, I think it would have been very difficult. That's pretty obvious when you think about it, huh? You two are newbies and little brats, to say the least. Not to mention, you're lacking the strength and experience. You don't have the ability to make quick, sound judgments. If you get all caught up in yourself and forget that one of these days, you're going to get the rug pulled from under you. We're not all caught up in ourselves. How about yourself, Mr. Macho Man? Or are you thinking trying to hike through the past at this hour of the night? You're either playing careless, or maybe the bandana is just a little too tight. Watch your mouth, Brad. I'm trying to hone my skills, unlike you amateurs. And besides, I'm here for work. Don't try and compare my actions with your tourist training. Work for the guild? Yeah, that's right. The work your old man forced on me. Dad pushed his work onto you? Forget about it. I've got an early day ahead of me, so I need to get some rest. You two quit talking and get some sleep too. Arrogant douchebag. Yeah, I think I can say that. I had something worse in mind, but I'm holding myself back here. He just avoided finishing this conversation. Well, he did drop a tidbit about Dad. That's something at least. Enough already, you two. Just shut the hell up and let me sleep. You better stop poking around where you shouldn't, or you're gonna get burned. Instead, why don't you get your behinds over to Ruin and do some jobs listed on the bulletin board? That's a far better suited for the likes of you. Hey. Well, looks like he's asleep, and just as quickly as someone I know. Don't you even dare suggest that I'm anything like this jerk. What's his deal anyway? It seems like, to me, that he's all trying to do is pick a fight. Relax, Estelle. It's true, we're still just novices here. It could be that he just said that to us because he was worried about us. Do you really think so, Joshua? Well, I wish I could say for sure, but I just don't know. But he definitely did get one thing right. We should turn in for the night. We still got to hike down through the pass tomorrow. I'm all riled up now, but I guess there's nothing to be done about it. Unless we duel on this jerk's face and then go to sleep. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't wake up with the way he's snoring. Don't you even think about it. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm ready to take it over from you. Oh, is it that time already? It really makes me wonder if anyone really needs to stand guard with nobody coming through here. Don't you think it'd be better if we just kept the gate locked all night? Unfortunately, rules are rules. It's our job to follow them. We just got over the Sky Bandit mess and now things seem to be going downhill. What's the matter? Did you hear something? It sounds like some rustling leaves. You sure it's not just the wind? No, that's definitely not the wind. What the? A pack of wolves? You gotta be kidding me. What was that? Sounds like something's going on. I'm going to check it out. You two stay here. No, just wait a minute. I think we better go see for ourselves, just in case. Of course, that's what we should do. No, what's going on? We're being attacked. Nah, I'm sure it's gonna be fine. But you know what? I feel I want to make this into a cliffhanger ending. So I'm gonna leave it right here with the beautiful music on the background, monsters roaming on the outside. Yeah. Next time we're gonna see what those wolves are up to, see if we can defeat them, or maybe there's gonna be an opportunity for the Agate to show us his skills as a bracer, and probably a senior bracer at that. There's only one reason why someone would be as arrogant as he is. But that's gonna be on the next episode. Until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. But until then, if you're still watching, Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.